What's up everybody, Renfail here, and today I'm diving into my low-level build guide here in Last Epoch with my Primalist, also known, well, I guess many people would call this a Druid, but one of the sub-specializations of the Primalist is a Druid, so I don't want to confuse people, so let's just stick with the Primalist option. I've been playing this game on and off for the past week or so, really enjoying it. I've got my Primalist build here, and then I have a Falconer build that I was working on the other day, so you might have seen me playing both these characters if you've been watching through the live streams. And now that I'm starting to get a little deeper into the game and choosing my specialization on the Falconer the other day, this character is currently working his way towards his primary specialization. But before we get to that point, I wanted to show you what the low-level build looked like and the way that I'm choosing to play my character. My guide is unique to me. Other people might be doing things different ways, so if you've got something that you think is really cool and you want to share it with the world and you really love the Primalist class, drop those down in the comments below. And if you're new here and you like this guide as we go through it, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Daily streams happen here and on Twitch. I play a lot of different games with the community, so make sure to check out the Discord, all the other playlists. There's a Patreon. I write sci-fi and fantasy. Links to my books are down below. Let's go ahead and dive into where I've chosen to put my points so far. So there's two series of points you need to look at. There are your skill points, which are your active skills and specializations, and then there's your passives. And the passives are related to the Primalist, which is the primary base class, and then you can go through from here, and as we get to the end of this first chapter, which we've already done on the Falconist, if you saw that in the live stream today, you'll get the option to choose one of these three areas. So as an example, my Falconer was a rogue up until the point when I chose the Falconer. Now in this case, I'm debating going Druid, but more than likely I'm going to go Shaman, just because I want to do more stuff with storms. But each one of these, whether it's Beastmaster, a Beastmaster gives you additional companions. You could summon a Raptor. Druids give you some additional powers, and eventually you get the Werebear form. And then there's the Shaman build, which is more of the spell casting and lightning, but also earthquake and avalanche. Just generally the power of nature in particular. So how you choose to go when you specialize, we'll be diving into that later. But today I just want to talk about where I've taken points right now and why I've taken the points that I've taken in order to spec my character out. So I have two main things right now. I have a wolf pet, which is my primary pet, and then I have Stormcrow, which is a secondary pet. So I have both of those up at all times. I also have a jumping attack, which is pretty awesome. I have my totems, which I can drop two of. One over here. Where to drop the other one? Over there. So you can, put them right here. There we go. You can see them better there. A couple of totems, which do AoE damage and shoot thorns at people, and then I have my staff, which does lightning, which is really cool. So how does this work? So in terms of passives, what I've done in the Primalist bar so far, I put 6 points into Gift of the Wilderness, which gave me 60 health and increased minion health. Put a couple of points into Natural Attunement. I put a couple of points into Primal Medicine. I put 5 points into Hunter's Restoration. And of course I got Atira's Blessing. These are the passives that you get along the way. This is a heal if you want to choose that. There's Warcry, and then there's Summon Stormcrows. So as you level up through the passive tree, you will get abilities, and then each one of these has its own passive trees. The Beastmaster has its tree, the Shaman has its tree, the Druid has its tree, and so along the way as you're spending points here in these passive abilities, it unlocks down here some other abilities that may or may not be passive or actives as you go through. So these are usually active abilities. So if we wanted to use this, we would need to hotkey this in the skills area. So looking down here, like Atira's Blessing, I don't even bother using that. Hold up. Because it's not something that's more for healers if you want to heal. I've chosen to ignore that. So I'm using these as my active abilities, and the two that I'm choosing to specialize in now, and this is the key to remember, is that you can use all of your abilities can be slotted into your 5 hotbars areas down below, but you can choose to specialize in some of them as you level up. So I think at level 1 you got access to the first one, and then I think it was level 7 or 8 you got access to your second specialization, then the third one comes at 20, then 35, then 50. So right now what I've chosen to do with Gathering Storm is I've put 4 points into Jolting Strikes, which allows me to shock enemies. It gives me a Stormbolt chance by 100%. So we get those, and it does some additional melee damage. And I've also chose to put points into, so far, Gathering Storm increased attack speed, which bumps me up a little bit there. And then on the wolf side, I've just put 5 points into increased attack and move speed, just to make my wolf even more powerful than it already is. Now, apart from this, I like to have a little bit of extra stuff. So, you know, when you're looking at the health and things of that nature, increased health, and every 3 seconds your next hit restores your health. So this isn't a leech, but it is a passive regen over time, so to speak, because as you're using your abilities, you're regaining health. This one also allows you to do increased damage for primal medicine, and using a potion also heals your minions for a portion of what it heals you for. So these are just little things that you can use to help build up your character as you go along, and they might have some additional regens and things of that nature to help you out. And I haven't spent any more in here yet, so we'll probably end up going Ancient Call perhaps to get some additional health. I'm a big fan of anything I can do to get health points back. So that's essentially what the low level looks like. So I've already got access to a bunch of these abilities, and I've just chosen to use the ones I've got down here. The Howl, the Crow Storm. This is the companion ability of my primal wolves and Boldems themselves. You have Crow Storm, which can call down a single massive lightning strike and do different things. You can hold Alt for more information if you want to. That's how I like to do things. There's also the totems, which are kind of groovy, but I haven't put any points into the totems yet, because again, this is a low level build, so I think overall I'm only, what, level 13? Oops, that was not the right thing I wanted to open up. Level 13 right now, so we're currently working our way through to unlock all of these things as we go along. And of course, unlocking, I'm pretty sure I'm going to go Shaman with this build. I don't like the idea of going into werebear form. I like the idea of staying in my human form and just wreaking havoc around me with, you know, earthquakes and lightning and fire and everything else. So I'm pretty sure I'll spec towards Shaman when I get to that point and have my pets as a backup. We'll just see how it goes long term, but I'm really enjoying it so far. And as we get into here, like I said, you can choose to just spec these however you want. There's a lot of different ways that you could build your character, but in the low level game, what you're really looking for is survivability. And so for me, I wanted something that was going to get me the most in terms of AoEs. So I really love, you know, the jump is great for getting into the thick of it, and then as soon as you're in the thick of it, you drop a couple of totems just like that, and then you just start wailing around with your staff. Let's go see if we can get into some trouble real quick, just so I can show you what this looks like. We'll pan out here so you can see this. Go to the Lost Archive here, because I do want to show you what this looks like in action. Again, this is my low-level Primalist build. Quick commercial break, everyone, to celebrate and give thanks to all of these amazing people who keep me on the air full time. Really appreciate the support. All you got to do is join as a member. You get access to private videos. You can also do super thanks on any upload, or super chats and stickers on any live stream or premiere you see. And beyond that, don't forget we're multi-streaming over on Twitch now, so you can support over there as well. Thanks so much to everybody. Let's get back to the video at hand. And once I specialize it, you'll be the first to know. This area, I think I actually came through here the other day, so it might be cleared. I don't remember if there's anything I can fight on the inside of the library or not. We're going to go see real quick. If we can't, then I'll end up cutting away and coming back to some combat once I find it. Alright. We're in here. Oh, I heard something. So we've already got stuff in here. Drop a couple of totems, so you can see the totems in action. I don't even have to do anything at this point. I can literally, let's drop a couple totems. I'm gonna let my pets go to town. So the pets and the totems alone could do all the damage, and I don't have to do that much if I don't want to. Just like that, and then if I want to get in the thick of it, I can. It's pretty awesome, guys.
Impossible.
Let's keep moving along. I need to find a big... Here we go. There you go, everybody. That's a quick look at what this plays like for a low-level build. I think it's a lot of fun. I feel like I'm pretty powerful at this point, dropping a couple totems. Let my pets wipe up the rest. It's good. Let's grab this. Now your totems don't last that long, so you got to keep that in mind when you're playing. But that's essentially my low-level Primalist build, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you never miss an update as I continue to play Last Epoch, not Lost Epoch, Last Epoch. I'm also going to have a Falconer guide coming soon, a low-level rogue guide to working your way towards the Falconer. So stay tuned for that. And of course, the live streams and everything else we're doing around this game. I'm going to be playing this throughout the month of March, so hopefully you'll stick around, and hopefully we'll see you in the live streams, which happen daily between here and Twitch. Obviously, I do play a lot of games, so please check out all of the playlists. Join the Discord. Support if you can. It's the only way I stay on the air and do this full time. You can do memberships and super chats, and if you're over on Twitch, it's bits, cheers, and subs. Thanks to those of you who can and do. Until next time, everybody, stay safe. Happy gaming.